Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of For the Thrill Sports Cards and Memorabilia. My name is Braden. Today's another Memorabilia Monday. What we're going to be talking about today is the different types of jerseys, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so there's a few different types of jerseys, such as custom jerseys, replica jerseys, authentic jerseys, as well as game used jerseys. Let's go ahead and dive into some of these jerseys. The first one is going to be the custom jersey. So I have a Javon Curse signed jersey here. As you can see on this jersey, the name, the numbers, they're all sewn on. You can come on to the front. You have that. You have the Titans colors to represent this jersey of Javon Curse. But you do not have any logos. You don't have the Titans logo. You don't have the NFL logo. So by reducing all those logos and just getting the team colors and the player name and number, that makes it a much less expensive option, because once you add on logos, you're paying like the royalties and all that, so it ups the price. The next version that I'd like to talk about are the replica jerseys. So I have a signed replica jersey here. So on the replica jerseys, they are a thicker material. They aren't really designed for the participation in the sport. Like I said, they're a thicker material, a little much cheaper to produce than the thinner materials that an authentic has. But another thing that the replica jerseys do, like the team logo, it's a fabric patch. It's sewn on there. It's just a lot, really flimsy. And then you come to the Adidas logo. It's all sewn on. It is a lot easier to produce with a machine, just sewing that on. And then you have the MLS logo on here. Again, it's that flimsy fabric sewn on. And then some things that the replicas don't have compared to the authentics. So on the authentics, on the older jerseys, so this is an older jersey, you can tell by the MLS logo on there. The replicas do not have the country flag, such as the American flag or the Canadian flag, depending on where the team's from, where an authentic jersey would. On the newer jerseys, with the new MLS logo, they did away with the country flags and put the new logo on both sides, but a replica would only have the logo on one side. Let's go ahead and look at one of the authentic jerseys. Again, like I said, it is a much thinner material, more practical for use in the participation of a sport. They have, like, here's what I was mentioning about the American flag, and then the MLS logo on the other side. You have the team logo. All those are a more sturdy material. The logo's a more of a vinyl, and then the MLS logo in the American flag were still a fabric, but a much nicer, more sturdy fabric. Another thing that the authentic jerseys, if the team has won a championship, they put the star above the logo to represent the championship. You have the Adidas logo there. It is much nicer. It is a more of a vinyl material, a much better looking, more crisp, more clean. And then on this particular jersey style, the design of the crown in the chest there, on the replica, you wouldn't have that crown design. It's actually just a yellow bar that goes all the way across. So That's another thing that a replica would have that an authentic is just much nicer about. And then you get into basketball. Uh, they have their replica, and then they have their retail version that is the the authentic equivalent to the soccer jerseys there, called the Swingman. So on this jersey, again, you're going NBA logo, Adidas logo, all sewn on. Come here, you see the sewing there, and then the logo is a screen print on there. The number, screen print, name, number on the back, all screen print. Again, like I said, the replica jerseys are a thicker material. And then I have a Swingman here. It's a much nicer, thinner material, more comfortable to wear. And then you have the Adidas logo here. That's a much nicer material. It's more of that vinyl that I was talking about on that soccer jersey. You have your numbers the same way, the logo the same way. Come on to the back. The NBA logo is a much nicer, more of that vinyl material. Name and numbers, same way. That is another option. And then the last option that I mentioned was the game used jerseys. The game used jerseys are jerseys that were worn by the athlete. They usually come accompanied with an authentication saying what game it was used in. There's usually photos of the athlete wearing that particular jersey or shoe or whatever the game used item is. There's usually some verification on there. And then those are extremely expensive. I was just looking at an Aaron Rodgers game used jersey on an auction site a few days ago. When I looked at it, it was at $4,000 bid, and this was unsigned. It was just a game used jersey. I haven't checked on it in the past few days. I'm sure the price had gone up by this time, but again, that's a lot more expensive than your custom jersey would be. The custom jersey, like I said, you're not paying for the logos. It is very cost effective to produce. They don't require a lot of money, and they do look pretty nice. You just don't have that logo. I've seen the custom jerseys go for around $100 to $200, depending on who the athlete is. I've seen some a little less than 100, some a little more than 200. That's right around that range. So they are a lot less expensive to purchase if you're looking to get a jersey. Your replicas, to purchase those, you are getting the logos in there, so you're starting to pay more money for them. They do cost more to produce since you're throwing those logos on there, and so but they are a less expensive option compared to the authentic ones because they use less expensive materials, not as nice. And then your authentics, you're paying quite a bit of money because the authentic jersey did cost a lot more money to purchase in the first place. But again, they're much nicer. They're sleek. Like, I personally love the jerseys. When I collect jerseys, I try my hardest to get the authentic jerseys just because I like the look of them much better. But if you can't really afford to pay the extra $200, $300 to get the authentic jersey, the replicas are a good option, or the customs, they're good options. But me personally, I like to pay that extra money. I feel like it's worth it to get that authentic jersey, just because the look of it is much nicer. But go ahead, if you're going to collect jerseys, look into what you can afford, what's in your budget. Go ahead and collect a custom jersey if that's what you can afford, around the $100 to $200 range. But if you'd like something nicer, look into it, save up for it. Try to get that nicer item if you want that crisp, clean uh, look that an authentic jersey provides. If you want those logos on there. Again, like I said, I personally like the look of the authentic jerseys much better than the replicas or the custom jerseys, so I do try to spend that extra money to get the authentic jersey. And then if you really want to be a big spender and can afford a game used jersey, those are a great way to add to your collection. Many times you can get it signed by the athlete or have it already pre-signed by the athlete. Many times it's just the jersey, but if you can afford those, go ahead and get that. They look real nice, and they are a much better quality than the authentic jerseys because they are designed for the actual gameplay. But when you go to collect jerseys, go ahead and do what's in your budget, what you like for your collection. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of For the Thrill Sports Cards and Memorabilia. Hope you guys enjoyed the information about the jerseys, and hopefully this can inspire you to start collecting jerseys if you haven't already. Uh, Jerseys are my most favorite part of my collection. I just love how jerseys look on the wall. They are amazing piece to collect if you can afford it or have the wall space. So I highly recommend getting jerseys for your personal collection if that's something that you are into. And then I would also like to let you guys know that I'm gonna start posting more videos of card openings. I think I'm gonna start posting them on Mondays as well, and not do as many of these memorabilia Mondays. Do them every so often. Like when I receive a new item, go to send stuff off for authentication or grading, and just, or when I do something to a display case, show you what I do to it, go through the process, and so you guys can get some ideas of what you can do to your display cases to make them your own, and make them a little bit nicer to your taste. But like I said, I'm going to start opening up more cards. If you guys like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell for notifications. The likes, the subscribes, the comments, they help me out so much on this channel. I can't express how much those do help. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would help me out tremendously. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Just remember to stay amazing, live life to the fullest, be true to yourself, and I'll see you guys next time.